Thank you for tuning in to Paranormal TV Network. You're listening to Haunted Moments with Reverend Dr. Theresa Koch. Of all the ghosts of New Orleans, Marie Laveau must be the most exotic. New Orleans may be the most haunted city in America. If it isn't number one, it is very close. Some people are not sure that Marie Laveau is a ghost, though she was born about 200 years ago. The reason being, people aren't sure Marie could actually die. Marie was known as the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Voodoo is a collection of religious and magical practices. Many of the original practitioners were from Africa. Voodoo developed among the slaves. It was particularly strong on the island of Haiti. It is still practiced there today. Voodoo was also practiced by the slaves in New Orleans. Like Haiti, New Orleans had once been controlled by the French. Officially, it was forbidden for the slaves to practice voodoo, but it went on anyways. The white masters were said to fear the power of voodoo, though they often asked aid of those who were skilled in the practice. The most skilled of all was the legendary Marie Laveau. Who she was and where she came from, no one seems to really know. There are reports that she led voodoo dances in Congo Square as early as 1830. Many people came to her house on St. Anne Street. They wanted magic charms and potions. She had charms and potions for everything. Some could cure disease. Others could cause them. She had love potions to attract people and potions to get rid of them. It is said she could control the weather with her spells and her potions. There are reliable reports that Marie was still holding voodoo ceremonies in the 1980s. That was 50 years after she first came to be noticed. She wasn't supposed to be aged or look a bit older than she did. No older at all in 1890 than when she first came into the scene. Some think that Marie was killed in a hurricane in the 1990s, while others are not sure that she ever died at all. There are reports she was seen floating on a log singing voodoo songs. Most historians believe there were two Maries. The first original Marie died around 1881. The death was reported in New Orleans newspapers. Her place was taken by another woman who they think may have been her daughter. This second Marie practiced the family tradition for another 10 years or so. Then she too died, or gave up voodoo and just disappeared. That is what the historians think. Other people say that there was only one Marie Laveau, and that she changed herself into a big black crow. The crow can sometimes be seen flapping around the old St. Louis cemetery. Others say her spirit has been changed into a large dog or a snake. At the St. Louis cemetery there are two unmarked tombs. Even today, people occasionally leave voodoo offerings on these tombs. Some believe them to be the tomb or tombs of the Marie and Marie Laveaux. Marie has appeared as a more traditional ghost as well to many people. Her form has been seen many times in the vicinity of the cemetery. One person said Marie hit him across the face when he failed to recognize her. The other site of Marie's old home at 1020 St. Anne Street is also rumored to be haunted by Marie and her followers. They are still performing their rituals from the spirit world. She was respected and at the same time feared by thousands, including the Catholic Church. A devout Catholic going to Mass each day, she got permission to hold rituals behind St. Louis Cathedral. Starting out as a hairdresser and later as a selfless nurse, Marie Laveau became the first commercial voodoo queen. She had 15 children by her second husband, one of which, Marie Laveau II, walked in her footsteps and became almost as powerful as her mother. Marie Laveau's tomb in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 is frequently covered with rosaries, flowers, coins, and various other offerings. Some visitors also tap 3 times on the tomb or mark 3 X's with a piece of brick or chalk, and then ask Marie if she would do them a favor. You've been watching and listening to Paranormal TV Network, Haunted Moments with Reverend Dr. Theresa F. Koch.